to help me welcome Kerry Jones, who will evaluate Ken Smith's speech.
Thank you, Mary. Yes, especially Ken. I want to address the audience and let you know that Ken is a distinguished Toastmaster, which is the highest award level a person can reach in Toastmasters, and he's done that 3 times. So I'm evaluating one of the masters here. He was working on project number 9 from the Competent Communicator Manual, and the purpose of that project is to persuade with power. And his objectives were to persuade the listeners to adopt his viewpoint or ideas and take some action. To appeal to the audience's interests, use logic and emotion to support his position, and to avoid using notes. And I would say, Ken, I think you did a great job in all of those areas. Now, the ultimate judge will be how many of these people join clubs. But you talked about persuading the audience to adopt your viewpoint. And as I heard it, you basically have 3 things that you wanted the audience to take out of this. One is to consider joining a Toastmasters club. One is to convince them that Toastmasters will help the audience improve their chances of getting a job. And to convince them that it's the best value available in communication and leadership training. And I think those are 3 of the things you're trying to get across. You were to appeal to the audience interests. If you did so, started off, you related directly to how TM Toastmasters can help in a job search. You talked about you've seen people ace interviews, you've seen people get interviews because of Toastmasters, you've seen people retain jobs, and you've seen people get promotions in their jobs. Now, if that doesn't appeal to this group, I'm not sure what would. You were to use logic and emotion. And I think you started off by getting everybody in a very positive emotional state with a big smile you came up on your face when you came up here. You were just smiling, and it really lit up the beginning of your presentation. You used some logic. You compared the gym to Toastmasters. So if you don't keep practicing, if you don't keep going, your skills are going to diminish. And so you need to keep going back to retain those skills. You talked about, you used emotion. I know it really brought up emotion in my mind when you talked about the satisfaction of seeing people blossom in Toastmasters. And it really is rewarding when you see somebody who first started out, they were absolutely terrified to be up in front of the group. You could visibly see them shaking. And after a while, they're up here with great confidence. And you see that that's a very emotional picture, that experience of blossoming. And you used the word that transforms people, which also brought out some emotional things. For the objective to avoid using notes, of course you didn't use any notes at all, and so that was great. For suggestions, I think the only thing I could really come up with, because I think that was a really well done speech, is that an audience is large. You might venture further away from the center of things to involve the people on each side of the room. Come over here, talk to the people on this side of the room, so that everybody feels a little bit closer connection with you, would help you persuade a little bit more powerfully. But overall, that was a really great speech. I really enjoyed it.